Hello students, welcome to 10th Maths online classes. In our previous video, we were learning about surface area of combination of solids. Now in today's video, we are going to do our next exercise which is based on volume of combination of solids. So let's start. Volume of a combination of solids. Same as the previous exercise, in this exercise also we will have different kind of solids which will be a combination of two or more solids, and we are going to find the volume of that solid. Okay, in the previous video we were talking about the surface area. Now we will talk about the volume. Okay, now what can be the combination of solid? The solid will have the same combination as the previous one. There can be a cylinder which has a cone over it, or there can be a cylinder which has cone inside of it. Similarly, there can be a cylinder with two hemispheres on the end, or a cylinder with hemisphere inside of it. Okay, and in the similar way we can have different shapes related to cuboid and cube and sphere and hemisphere also. Okay, there can be any combination of solid and you need to find the volume of that solid. So now how we will find the volume? In the case of the surface area, we were saying that it doesn't matter whether the solid is on the outer part or the inside of the other solid. The surface area will be same, that is area of the first solid plus the area of the second solid. But in the case of the volume, volume is the space occupied by that solid. Okay, or you can say the capacity of that solid. Volume means the space occupied by that solid. So, in the case of volume, we will have to make sure whether the solid is on the other solid or it is inside of it. Then the volume will be different for each case. Okay, suppose if there is a solid that is cylindrical in shape and it has a cone over it and it has a hemisphere on this side. Now what is the volume of this solid is the space occupied by this complete solid. If it is on the outer part, then we will add the volumes of all the figures. Okay, this is the cone plus cylinder plus hemisphere. Okay, in this case we will add the volume of each solid and then we will get the complete volume. But if the same figures are on the inside part, suppose there is a cylinder and there is a cone inside of it, and we need to find the volume of this figure. In this case, it means that there is a cylinder and a conical cavity is taken out of it. Whenever the figure is inside of it, it means that some portion is taken out of the previous solid. That means we only need to find the volume of this left portion. So in this case, we will subtract the volume. Okay, the volume of cylinder minus the volume of cone. So this is the thing you need to remember, that in surface area, it will be in addition always, whether it's outside or it's inside. But in the case of volume, if the figures are on the outside part, then we will add their volume. But if the figures are in the inside of it, that means some portion is taken out of the object. So, in that case, it will be in the subtraction. Okay. So, now let's take some examples to understand this concept clearly. The first question says, a solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere with both radii equals to 1 centimeter and height of cone is equal to the radius. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Now first of all, we will draw the figure. There is a hemisphere and a cone is standing on it. Okay, the figure is something like this. there is a hemisphere with the same radius as the cone, and the cone is standing on it. Now the radius is given as 1 centimeter, and it is written that both the radii are same, that is the radius of hemisphere and the cone is same. Now next line says height of cone is equal to the radius. That means the height of cone is also 1 centimeter. Okay, so the height of cone is 1 centimeter. We need to find the volume of this object in the terms of pi. Okay, that means we don't even need to put the value of pi. The answer will be in the terms of pi. Okay, so in the case of volume, I have told you what will be the formula. That is volume of hemisphere plus the volume of cone, because the cone is on the outer part. Okay, so the volume will be volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Now what is the formula for volume of cone? This is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. And the volume of hemisphere is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, now putting the values, we don't need to put the value of pi. So this is 1 upon 3 pi. R is my 1. So 1 into 1, and height is also 1. This is 2 upon 3 pi. 1 into 1 into 1. So this is pi upon 3 plus 2 pi upon 3. So my answer will be 3 pi upon 3, that is pi centimeter cube. Okay. Now never forget to write the unit of the question. Since the question is of volume, so my answer will be in centimeter cube. If the question was of surface area, then my answer will be in centimeter square. Okay. This is mandatory to write the units in the question of areas and volume. Okay, this was the first question of this exercise, and it was very easy, that just adding the volume of both the figures. Now coming to the next example, a pen stand is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 conical depressions to hold pens. Cuboid is 15 cm by 10 cm by 3.5 cm. The radius of depression is 0.5 cm and depth is 1.4 centimeter. Find the volume of solid. Now look at the question. What is the figure? There is a cuboid. Okay, suppose this is my cuboid. I am making it like this. This is the cuboid. The dimensions of this cuboid are given. And in this cuboid, there are 4 conical depressions. Means that the cuboid is cut in such a way that there are 4 cones made on it. Okay, there are 4 cones like this. Okay, these are the cones made on it so that I can put the pen in it. Okay, this is a pen holder in the shape of cuboid on which 4 depressions are made, so I can put the pen in it. Now it says find the volume of the solid. So what will be the volume of solid? Since these are the depressions made inside of it, it will be volume of cuboid minus volume of the cones. And how many cones? 4 cones. So the volume will be volume of cuboid minus volume of 4 cones. Okay. So this is the question in which the other figure is inside of the larger figure. So it is the case of the subtraction. If the conical shapes were made on the outer part, then it will be added. But in this question, it is inside of it. So volume will be subtracted. Now what is the volume of cuboid? It is L into B into H. And this is 1 upon 3 pi r square h, and since there are 4 cones, so this is the volume of 1 cone, so we will multiply it by 4. So now let's put the value 15 into 10 into 3.5 minus, this is 4 upon 3 22 upon 7. Now what is the radius? Radius is 0.5 and height is 1.4. Okay, depth means the height. This is the height of the cone. So now let's solve it. First of all, remove this decimal and we can cut 10 and 10. Removing these decimals, this 7 will cut it at 2, 2 at 5, 5 and 5. Again 5 at 2 and 2 at 11. Okay, this is all we can cut in this question. Now 15 into 35 we need to find. 35 into 15. So this will be 175. 525. Okay, then solving this one. We got 11 into 4, 44 upon 30. And we can solve it. 525 minus, let's change it into decimals. So I can write it as 525 minus 1.47. And now let's subtract it. It will be 35.325. Okay, this is 523.53 centimeter cube because this is the question of the volume. Now coming to the next question, it's a very important question of this exercise. A vessel is in the shape of a cone, height is 8 centimeter and radius is 5 centimeter. It is filled with water up to the brim. When lead shards, which is spherical in shape of radius 0.5 centimeter, are dropped in the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of shots. What is the question saying? There is a conical shape. Okay, this is like this because in the question, first of all, it is written that it is an inverted cone. Okay, in the book it is written that it is an inverted cone. Secondly, it says we have to fill water in it. So obviously it should be in this form. Okay, we have put water in this cone. Okay, now it says when the lead shards, which is sphere of radius, there are small holes which are spherical in shape, are put in this cone. Okay, this is filled with water up to the brim. It says that there is a cone which is filled with water up to the brim, that means up to the highest level. Okay, then these holes are put inside. Okay, these holes fill the cone like this. Okay, since we are putting some holes in the cone which is filled up to the brim, some water will flow out. Obviously, if you have a glass of water and you put some hole into it or some anything into it, some water will flow out. So it says that after putting some holes, 1/4 of the water flows out. Okay, it is flowing out of this cone. So now it asks what is the number of shots, that how many holes I have put inside this cone. So look at the question. These spheres are occupying the same space as much as the 1/4 of the water. Okay, it is filled with water. When I am putting lots of hole into it, only 1/4 water is flowing out. It means that these holes are covering the 1/4 place in this cone. Okay, I am saying is there is a cone. It has some holes into it. The water is flowing out. It means that the water which flows out is having the same volume as the spherical holes because they are both occupying the same space in the cone. Okay, so in this question we will say that volume of sphere will be equal to 1/4 of volume of cone. Okay, but this equation is not complete. Okay, because this is the volume of only one sphere and I have lots of poles which occupy the same space. So how many poles do I have? Let them be x. Okay, let be number of shots be x, or you can say n, a, b, anything you can take. I am taking it as x. Okay, this is the volume of one sphere. So if I multiply it by x, then I will get the same volume as the 1/4 of the volume of the cone, because the 1/4 of the water flows out of the cone. And what is the volume of water? It will be same as volume of the cone, because I have the water which will completely fill the cone and only 1/4 flows out, so I am writing 1/4. So now let's put all the values. This is my x. Okay, volume of sphere 4/3 pi r cube. Now this is 1/4, 1/3 pi r square h. I am writing two separate r's because this is the radius of sphere small r and this is the radius of the cone. Okay. Now can I cancel anything? Yes. There is pi on both the sides, so I can remove pi. I need to find the value of x in this question, that is number of shots. So I can take everything from here on the other side. So x will be, this is my 1/12 r square h divided by 4/3 r cube. So now let's put the values. 1/12, the radius is 5 centimeter, height is 8. Then this is 4/3, radius is 0.5 centimeter. Okay, this is the volume of the sphere. Now let's calculate it. Is there anything which we can eliminate? First of all, we will write it like this. We know that when something is in division, then it becomes in multiplication by taking the reciprocal. So I can write it as 1/12, 5 into 5 into 8, and the reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4, and the reciprocal is 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5. So now first of all remove the decimals. It will be 0, 0 and 0 in the numerator, and 2 5s will cut these 5s. What else can we cut? 4 and 8 are 2, 3 and 12 at 4, and 2 and 5 at 4 are 2. So we are left with 1000 upon 2 into 5, that is 1000 upon 10, which is equals to 100. So this is the value of x. That means we have put 100 small balls into this cone, and the volume of all the 100 balls will be equal to 1/4 of the water displaced from this conical vessel. So these were some questions related to volume of combination of solids. Any kind of solid can be given to you and you need to find the volume either by adding or by subtracting. This is what you will understand by making the figure correctly. If it is on the outward part, this is the question of addition, and for the inward part, it is of the subtraction. But in the case of surface area, it will be of addition in all the cases. So I hope you understand this topic. Keep practicing and thank you.